All right, guys, we are live. I've got my throwback stuff on, and it is throwback week. I may take the shades off. It's not that sunny in here. I'm not Richard Petty, but hey, I brought the old glasses out. These used to be my dad's, so that was pretty cool. I remember him wearing those. I got the old rusty cap and the Petty. I got to rep that. That's the official appreciation tour shirt that I've had for a long time. So I'm here with Josh and Octane, and we're back for episode 12 with the Three Loose Lug Nuts. What's up, Victor? I
What's
hope you're
up,
doing
Victor?
well. Victor, your video will be out tomorrow on your hero cards. I know you asked about that, and I figured I would just let you know on here if you showed up. Um, yeah, we've been doing those. This week is also the break on Thursday, so don't forget about that. At 6:30, we'll start it, and by 7, we should get going
I
with
actually paid
everything.
ahead of time.
Yeah, you paid ahead of time. I think the only ones left is Octane and Chris, but I've already got all that squared away with them. I know what's going on, so we'll get that taken care of. But we had Darlington this week, and first of all, I got to get this out. I'm on your wife's side, Octane. You need to learn where she finished at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the thing
uh,
is, it was just a heat race. So to me,
right, right. But I told her I was going to give you
yeah.
a
Oh,
hard time on it.
I seen the comment roll through, so I was waiting on it. I was waiting on you to blister me. So
Yeah, I just like messing around. I said that's perfect opportunity to do that. She was kind of on my side, so that that was pretty good. But that's all right. I mess up every time. I'll mess up here tonight, I'm sure. So it happens. But that was pretty good. I figured I'd get you with that. Let me get this AC off. But how did she wind up doing overall?
um, the heat race, I learned she finished sixth. So, but the feature race, they were scheduled. They ended up having two features because they had about 40 cars show up for her class, and which is an incredible car count this day and age. I mean, you can't even
Right.
get 40 Cup cars in a NASCAR race. So, um, but they had 40 cars show up, so they split it into two features, 20 in each feature. She had, I believe, 18 actually started because two of them had some mechanical issues. So she chose to start in the back because her car's been fighting handling problems ever since the crash in the last race. So she started in the back and she was running 10th or 11th. I think she was running 11th at the time that she got crashed out of this one, and it was about 5 laps to go. A car went to the outside to pass her, and another one went to the inside, and he hit a corner marker on the inside, popped his left front tire, shot him into her, and her into the third car on the outside. And she hit the wall pretty good. She had an immediate headache, and they went to took her into the ambulance on track to check her out. But she's good. Her neck's a little sore, but cars more banged up than her. But it'll be back in 2 weeks. So
So no concussion or nothing.
nope. No concussion. We followed all the concussion protocol. There's no signs that there's any concussion or anything there. I'll send you guys later a couple of the images that I got out of the video that I took. It's pretty incredible how far you can see her head go over in the car. But
Oh wow.
but she ended up finishing 12th in the race, and then the second place car got disqualified because he forgot to go through tech, so she
Mm,
got bumped back up to 11th. So
that's good.
we were hoping for that top 10, didn't get it, but still a lot more racing there to go there this year. So
Okay. And yours is coming up in what, 2 more weeks?
2 more weeks to
Three more?
20,
Yeah.
27th. I know she's got a race on the 21st, and then on the she's got 3 weekends in a row starting with the 21st, and then I have Friday the 27th that I'll be back in the cart, and everybody's telling me make sure to keep the wheels on the ground because it runs a lot better that way.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I want to see you finish the race for
I
sure.
wish you had GoPros on that thing when.
Uh,
Probably break it.
there's a lot of people that do run GoPros on their carts. The guy that I was driving for doesn't, and it's probably a good thing that I didn't because the words that I was saying when it was tumbling wouldn't have been fit for YouTube monetization. So
Right. Um, just breaking into the chat, Nick. I appreciate you getting on board with the first break. You'll have a blast for sure. And Victor, yes, I saw that. I figured that would be about the rate, which that's the going price anyway. So it's about what you're going to pay. And hey to Mackenzie TV. I guess that's how you say that channel name. And then Roger, no, I know I haven't, but it'll probably be this week. So those should be coming out. And before anybody asks, it'll be like $28, I think, at Walmart. And I think they'll be like maybe 25 at Target. And the fat packs, I think I've said this, what are they, like probably $8 for those. So maybe that'll be this week. I don't know, but somebody already has them on eBay. So I think that's a sports card shop is what that is that has them. I did look into that, but yep. So maybe we'll find those. And I seen that they're going to have the, I don't know what the fat pack exclusives are going to be. I guess they'll bring back the, what is it? Carolina Blue and the Blue Velocity or whatever they call them. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I know who you are. Appreciate you stopping in. I watched that channel. I haven't watched that in a while, but yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. Dave Sports Cards. That's who's got them. Anyways, I know that the blasters will have the lime green. There'll be 7 lime green exclusive parallels. So anxious to see how those are going to look. So maybe we'll see those this week. So get out, I guess, to your Walmarts, maybe Targets. I don't know. And see if you can find them. I'd be interested to see if anybody does find them this week with them having them. It could be delayed because I know sometimes when that happens, it's up north or out west, we'll get them first. And then like people in my area will see them the next week. So I'll let you guys know if I find them or not. But let's get into the racing topic. We've got obviously 3 races this week. So a lot of good racing action. I want to start off by asking both of you, Did we not see some of the best racing we've seen? I think, especially with I know we're getting into the Cup a little early, but I think we've seen some really, really good racing versus what we've seen maybe the last few weeks. What do y'all think?
It looked good in the Cup. I think the other 2 series, it looked pretty difficult to pass.
Yeah.
I feel the same. I didn't get to watch much of the truck, but the Xfinity seemed to be pretty decent. The Cup stuff, the cars. This car seems to be suited for that mile to a mile and a half size track. It definitely doesn't go good on the short track.
Yeah.
The tracks are trying to go away from.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But
mile and a half.
In the trucks, we had John Hunter on the pole. Obviously, wound up being the winner. And we had 2 first-time stage winners, though. That was good to see. Kligerman, we've said this weeks before. He really gets it done with that equipment that he's running in. I will say they do a great job, and they were pulling a lot of people together, which they always do, and they always tend to say that on the broadcast and how the people that they bring in, all the old timers and stuff that they bring in.
They said they have 1 full-time employee, I think.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like Thor Sports, the type of team that could bring him in? If maybe Crafton decides to hang it up or something.
Yeah, he's definitely proven his way. I just wonder how. Well, I guess he would drop the NBC Sports. How would that line up with his broadcast and stuff? I guess he would just drop it because that's where he initially started anyways, was racing, right?
Well, I mean, he could do the other 2 series if he wanted to.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because they're on.
Because that's what he did. That's what he did at
Yeah, I'm forgetting that they're running on Fox. That was a brain fart there. Stupid. See, I told you I'd mess up. Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I guess he could do it because he's been doing it. So, but we had Hocevar also taking stage 2. It was good to see him. We know that he can run. I think he's going to get a win before it's over with. He's
exactly like Ross Chastain.
Oh, no doubt.
His racing style is exactly the same.
Yep. But I had some stuff written down. In stage 1, you had the Agata. He spun. I forgot who he spun with, but I know that he spun out. And then you had Lawless Allen, which seems to be a weekly thing for him. When is the 45 truck not spinning? It seems like every race we're seeing Lawless Allen go for a spin. So tough break there. Good to see Todd Bodine back in racing action. He's getting closer to that 800 start.
Top 10 for him.
Do what?
Top 10, 9th place.
Oh, yeah. Him. Yeah, no doubt. That was good. especially from that spin there in start of stage 2. And Mackenzie TV says that the 3 loose, you can't click on it. For some reason, I don't understand that because I've moderated that. Let me try something here. I know that's on moderation because I've clicked it. Maybe it didn't take. Let's see here.
I'm a moderator on there. It lets me click it.
Oh shoot! Shut up. Gotta mute that for a second.
Oh no, it's like reloading
it's
the
letting me
chat.
click it too.
No, it's like reloading the chat. I think it's
and see, it's hard to find that. I've noticed too because I've tried searching it.
I think it's a YouTube thing.
Let me try something here.
I think YouTube's having a brain fart.
Maybe that'll work. I typed it over in the regular chat. I doubt it. Maybe that'll work. Oh, come on now. Don't get that. Why are we're going to get that echo feedback now. Oh my God, this is stupid. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to have to exit out.
No, see, I think YouTube's having it's glitching right now because it just closes my chat out and then reopens it. So
hold on. I'll do that. Let me do that because I know who this person is. So
no, there's an issue with YouTube. I can tell. You click on the link, it closes out my chat and then reopens it. There's some sort of YouTube's having an issue right now. It looks like.
Hold on.
But you should be able to just click on the 3 loose lug nuts and hit go to channel, and you can go there and subscribe.
Well, see, they're not a moderator. I don't think anybody that is a moderator the way they have it set up. I'm going to have to mute it so we don't get back feed because it's going to do that while I'm on here. Hold on.
I'm not worried about it right now, man. We can't pause the show for something like this.
All right. Yeah, it's not doing it because when I click it too, I added the moderation to that Mackenzie TV because I know who that is. Maybe they can go check it out later.
Well, it's just it's their YouTube's glitching or something. It's not letting you click the link.
Yeah, it's not. I think you got one pick right there, Mr. Riggs. I seen that. And Randy Holland, welcome in. He's got it. He had it sound off at the beginning. Says they were able to. Now, I wonder if it's where we're on this. It's not allowing us to see it where we're on the live stream. Maybe because if we click,
I'm trying to click it from the 3 loose lug nuts account. It's not letting me do anything.
There goes Octane dropped out. Maybe he'll come back. Anyways, you guys can go check out that channel though. We're trying to get it up and going. If things work out, I guess we'll try and backlog. I got a lot of that stuff I got to take care of.
So I came up with a quicker way. I just added all the episodes to a playlist.
There you go. That's what I was thinking we could do because it would take forever to backlog all that. And everything. I don't know where Octane went. He dropped out. We'll see if he comes back. Nick Bosa says my local dirt track started its season Saturday night, and that already they had 2 cars crash off track. Wow, sounds like they got an issue there. Is there like a fence need to be installed or?
That's like when I was at Attica, they don't have any fencing around the back stretch, and it's just a big dirt berm. And someone went tumbling over the berm when I was there.
That reminds me, years and years ago, I may have said something about it here on the channel while we've done this, but Reddick going over the fence at Millbridge, it took him an hour to drag him out, and here he comes out of the cart waving his hand at everybody an hour later. And then the week after they come back, they have a fence installed. I'm like, yeah, what is it? Somebody got to get hurt, get killed before you do something. And then they had the same issue. Tim Nye, this has been 3 years ago. He went out at turn 1 and 2. You know where I'm talking about when they enter. He went flying back over into that backside, and then it took that for them to install a catch fence all the way around the place now. So it's crazy things that have to happen, but it is what it is. Anyways, back to it. We got Octane back. Going into stage 3, Tate Fogelman, I had that. He had spun. And then we had the big spin of the night. Obviously, nobody's surprised seeing Deegan's name in there. She's just wrong place, wrong time situation. She got up there with
she's in the wrong place, wrong time all the time because she's always in the middle of the pack.
Right.
You're gonna be in the wrong place, wrong time when you're running in 20th place every week.
Right. And then we had Austin Self, Tanner Gray, Purdy, and Deegan all caught up in that. And again, Tate Fogelman spun and hit Blaine Perkins. And then we had Ben Rhodes. He had a flat, right? Because that's what I wrote down. I think
Hi, Jamie.
Oh,
hi, Jamie.
what's up, Jamie? Everybody say hey to Jamie. That's crazy. I was wondering where he was, so there he is. I was wondering what you was counting about. But yeah, Ben Rhodes, did he have a flat? Because that's what I wrote down. Because it looked like it from the thing. Did y'all see that? Ben Rhodes when he had that issue? Because y'all weren't watching, right?
I only watched about honestly, 10 laps of the race.
The truck race is what I probably watched the most of. I don't remember what happened. I just remember something happening.
I want to say he had a flat because it was a left rear or no, it could have been a right because I remember the backside being up like that. I don't know what happened there. But then we had Ross Chastain there at the end. I don't know. He just stalled out. He was fast, but wound up John Hunter taking that one. And I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. I was trying could you imagine if I'd done the 3-peat this week? I went 2 for 3. But
yeah, we would have. No, we would have never heard the end of it. We don't hear the end of you getting 2. So
hey, it's fine though. You gotta have those bragging rights.
He found Jimmy's golden horseshoe.
Yeah.
I like how he says stuff in the chat. Me and Octane don't even acknowledge him anymore.
Hey, now, one thing about that, the one thing that I did notice, and I think I did put it in our chat, was I can't remember who was leading. One of the ThorSport Toyotas was leading, and the Chevy car, the truck, I can't remember who it was on that restart. They raced them absolutely hard, and then once they fell back in the pack, and the Nemechek was up on the Toyota, they couldn't get out of the way fast enough. And it was Eckes that was leading at the time.
Yeah, and Eckes used to drive for KVM.
Yeah, yep.
So to me, it was definite. To me, it looked like Toyota team orders right there. Hold that Chevy up, and then if John Hunter catches you, let him go. So
yeah, right. And that was he was holding up Enfinger, right?
Yeah, that's who it was, Enfinger, because Enfinger almost crashed.
Which the 98 used to be Enfinger's truck.
It's crazy. Speaking of John Hunter, how about the fan that threw the stuff out? Did y'all see that?
Dude, I saw that live and I heard that bang and I'm like, what the heck was that noise? And then you see him looking around. I'm like, man, I don't even know what that was.
Sure.
Yeah.
I seen it. I didn't realize that was not supposed to have happened though, because it was so quick. You blink, you miss it type situation.
I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised NASCAR had the other 2 series do their interviews from the track.
Oh yeah, just because
after that incident, yeah.
Well, I wish somebody would have chucked Logano with something. Y'all know my issues with him. Screw that guy. What an idiot. We'll get to that later though. I've got my own opinion. Y'all have got y'all's. Everybody in chat's got theirs, but that's how I am. Guys, don't go anywhere. I seen the number go down to 5. That's all I'm going to say. Here in about 10 minutes, I'll tell you why. I'm going to do something for you guys watching. But let's go into the Xfinity, I guess. I mean, we're 20 minutes in. It's okay if we.
Well, really
move around.
quick, Todd Bodine, surprise top 10. Ryan Priest,
even-
6th. Grant Enfinger, 3rd, and Hosvar, 2nd. I mean,
Yeah,
sort of
I'm kind of
surprise.
sitting around.
Not a huge surprise, but sort of some of them.
Right. Well, let's look the updated points here. We got Ben Rhodes obviously in 1st, John Hunter there in 2nd, Chandler Smith 3rd, Stuart Friesen in 4th, Zane Smith in 5th, Carson Hocevar in 6th, Ty Majeski in 7th, Christian Eckes 8th, Grant Enfinger 9th, and Tanner Gray rounds out the top 10. Kligerman's right there in 11th, Ankam in 12th, Crafton in 13th, Derek Kraus 14th, and I'm just going to go right here to Matt D in 15th. So
I'm glad you mentioned Kligerman there because he is ineligible for the championship.
Right.
So
and they've got him scored as 11th.
He is 11th, and he can go as high. I mean, now I don't know what would happen if he ended up like something crazy and would win the regular season championship. I don't know, if they would let him continue into the playoffs. But yeah,
well, obviously he would probably want to at that point, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would want to, and it just throws another wrench into NASCAR's, the way that they have this set up. But I think that Kligerman's definitely, if he runs the rest of the races, he'll finish regular season in the top 10, but he's ineligible for the championship. So,
do you think they'd make an exception? They always make up their own rules throughout the season.
Well, that's why I was going to ask too. You think they'll come up with some rule?
I don't think they would. If it was a different, maybe a higher profile, a bigger name, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe sponsors that brought a lot more money into the sport. I mean, I don't think Food Country USA is bringing a lot of money.
No, especially, I mean, they're based around the Virginia like type area, right? All that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Bristol, Tennessee, Virginia area is where they're based out of. I've only seen one Food Country down in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So
yeah, that's.
I don't think last year. I don't think those dollar hoodies brought a lot of money.
That fast, yeah, that went bankrupt really quick. Out the door. Joey is a nice guy. Listen to this over here. Joey's a nice guy, but he sucks up, man. And then he's a jerk out on the racetrack. Come on, dude.
All I know is my dad is super impressed with Logano when he met him.
I'll give him props. He does sign for the fans, but whatever. I don't really particularly like the guy. My best thing that ever happened to him was when Kenseth took him out at Martinsville. I thought that was hilarious. So I
mean, he had it coming.
Well, I hope he has it coming from the 24 too. So, my opinion. Mackenzie says I used Jeff Gordon bedding back in the day. Yeah, I had that. I had the pillowcase and all that when I was a kid. And Danny, have you heard of Lizard Lick Towing?
NASCAR drivers were on there.
I'm trying to remember myself.
I used to watch that all the time.
What show's that?
Lizard Lick Towing.
Oh,
I've met everybody that's on that show, basically.
The most staged thing you'll ever see in your life.
So awesome, though. Classic. I mean, it had you coming back for more every week. So, yes, go Joey. You guys I ain't been celebrating nothing on him. Gordon looked pissed. I went and asked him for an autograph at Darlington. Tell you that. He looked pretty upset. But I guess that fully covers most of the trucks. Do you guys have a standout scheme that you liked seeing out on the track from the trucks? Just thinking.
Not from the trucks. I have one in Cup though.
Right. We'll get to all those too. I just was curious if one stood out to you guys. And really, I mean, I like Matty D's. I know they showed that a lot.
The Coors Light one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one was cool. I thought that one was pretty spot on, even down to the numbers. And I know some teams
tough with the trucks. It's tough to visualize them
right
on the truck.
Right. Well, Blaine Perkins had that one. What was that guy's name? Because he was an actual truck driver. Who was that,
Oh,
Octane?
the yellow and green truck.
Doug something, right?
What's that?
Doug something, I
It was
thought.
I think it was Toby Porter or Toby Butler.
Okay, see, I
Can't
can't even
remember.
remember his name.
Well, they did say Doug George because he was the crew chief. Because that particular scheme, which went back to the Ortho paint scheme, there's like 3 or 4 drivers back then that drove that truck.
Right, right. Why am I thinking that Derek Cope drove that one time?
And it's the yellow truck with the green trim around the bottom.
Yeah, the 9.
Yeah, no, I don't remember Cope driving that
I don't
particular
know.
paint
I don't know
scheme.
why I'm thinking he is. But yeah, I've got a couple in Xfinity too that I like for sure. But let's move into the Xfinity. We had Gragson sweeping both stages. Obviously, Allgaier was the winner. Ty Gibbs took the pole though. And we had, let's see, where we at? Jeb Burton had the flat in stage 1. Stage 2, Snyder had crashed. I had Brandon Brown. It seemed like he just stalled out on the front stretch. I can't remember exactly what happened there. Alex LeBay, he was flying around with his rear bumper, and then it looked like it came off. Joe Graf spinning yet another week. The usual deal there. Let's see. Tyler Reddick had a flat. He was running pretty decent, I thought, throughout the race. But he wound up there. And
I turned the race on about halfway through the first stage, and Sheldon Creed was in last place. So I don't even know what
saw
happened.
that. Yeah, he's like, I'm tuning
Did
out.
he even start? Did he even start the race?
Yeah, he had an engine problem.
Yeah, he had a real bad engine problem there. Let's see what else. Not really much more than that. I know the 23 spun Joe Graf, so he had a little help. I do remember that much, but not really a ton to talk about. We had Allgaier finishing first. Herbst was third. I got stuff wrong here. Gragson was second. Herbst was third. Nemechek fourth, and Mayer was fifth. And I'll say this: there at one point you had the 2 Earnhardt schemes together. That really, really looked cool seeing those together. It was kind of the same thing you had. What was that? Clements and Allgaier. I love those. That's my 2 favorites. I'll say that. That was my 2 favorite schemes. Did y'all have a favorite?
Allgaier.
Oh yeah. What was that, Octane?
Oh, I was going to say the thing that makes the Allgaier scheme more authentic is Earnhardt actually did run a 7 Wrangler car in the Busch Series for a few races.
Yeah. Yep. What year was that? I've seen pictures, but I don't remember the year.
I'm going to say 84.
Okay. Why is Chevy having so many engine problems? I don't have that answer. I don't know if they do. I don't know. Do you guys know? we're not the engineers, but Randy, that is a good question. I've noticed that, and especially in the Cup. Man, we're going to talk Cup Series here in a few minutes, but what a lot of big names that was out on Sunday. And I like what Nick says. My personal opinion, NASCAR should have waited to do Xfinity qualifying the day of the race. Yeah, I'll agree there for sure. And Roger says he liked the Buckshot Jones throwback. Yeah, that was a decent one for sure. And going back to Jeb Burton wreck, that really looked cool seeing that one, throwing it back to wasn't that Ward's old theme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so. He's ran that at Martinsville, I think, if I'm not mistaken, before. But give me 1 second. What was the deal with Alfredo and Castle? Did y'all see that?
No, I didn't.
No.
I haven't seen the write-up on that. All right, so here's what was done out. Let me make sure I'm doing it. Okay, yeah, it was Alfredo being upset at Landon Castle. It says, honestly, pushing the guy in front of you down pit road over the speed limit so he gets a penalty, then slamming on the brakes before the timing line is really a big brain of a move. And then Landon Castle comes back and says, hey, bud, you were 2 miles per hour slower in the section I was pushing you. That's why I was pushing you. You sped in the section 14 near the end of pit road with nobody pushing you. Nothing big brained about it here. So I don't know what's to come of that. Might want to keep an eye on those two, but looks like supposedly he's blaming him for getting a pit road speeding penalty. I don't know. They never talked about it on the broadcast, but I seen it pop up. Hey, and by the way, this just popped into my mind. Have you seen the guy that was talking crap to Samantha about their kid? Have y'all saw
No.
that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit of that on Twitter or something like that.
Yeah, she basically told this guy off. I wish I could have screenshotted that. I can't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was basically, I don't know if he was a Kyle Busch fan or not, but basically came out with this. Can't believe that Kyle's going to miss potentially maybe a week's worth of racing to go see this child. It's not even his biological kid. They didn't conceive of it, blah, blah, blah. I think it's ridiculous. And I think that that is very unsmart of him with his sponsorship roles or whatever he's been going there. I can't remember everything it was sent, but it was stupid. And then she come back and said, you must not know the entire process and how devoted my husband is to our family and how much he cares. I mean, I've seen that on a, first person basis, but that's just some things you don't say in a situation like that. So she went off. I thought that was awesome. But we're at 7:30. I want to do something here. We've got 5 people, so the few that's here have a chance to win it. And I'll go do a randomizer. I brought these out. I figured since it was throwback weekend, special weekend, I was just looking through some cards. This is a decent little giveaway, I think. Yeah, he deleted his page on Twitter. Randy saw it. She done that, and within an hour, it was gone. So she ran him off Twitter. I guess he was getting bashed by everybody. But we got one from each winner. Got a John Hunter Nemechek autograph. I've got a Justin Allgaier autograph. And yes, I threw it out there. A Joey. So for the 5 that are watching, that's what you get for tuning in. All you got to say is I want a chance or whatever you want to type. And I'll put you on this list here in a few seconds for the people that are here. All right, let me see. Want a chance? Oh, come on, Josh. You don't have a chance. I figured one of you was going to try it. That's a decent little giveaway, though. And I'll just put it in a PWE and send it out to the winner. All right, Nick Boza. I'm just going to put Nick B. Give everybody a chance. Roger. See, that's why it pays to tune in. People that rewatch, tough luck. I know everybody can't tune in, though. All right, Richard F.
While you're gathering names, I just wanted to mention real quick.
All right.
Fox has been, in my opinion, lacking in their coverage of replays of crashes. They showed a half-hearted attempt at that last lap crash in the Xfinity race, and I think they only showed one replay of the Kyle Busch crash in the Cup race.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So I was thinking the same thing, not just from replays, but just from camera angles. They are poor, very poor.
They did go out of their way to find that Chase Elliott spin on the Harvick onboard. They went way out of their way to find that one.
So I think this all stemmed from COVID when they went to those like automated cameras with the operators in the control room, because it does not seem like they have nearly the amount of cameras they used to have.
Right.
Because they'll be talking about something and they don't even know something's happening on the track. And we don't know. There's not a lot of cameras there. It just doesn't seem like it.
They definitely have a lot more onboard cameras than what they did pre-COVID.
Yeah,
so
have you ever noticed that how many of those lenses are broken? on the camera on onboards.
The roof
I've never
cam.
seen that many broken cameras before. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How's this work? He's the
Oh, there.
host.
I hit the wrong button.
Uh,
I meant to stop the camera because I'm going to try and switch this around so we can see it. I've got a couple names. I'll give. Randy's gotten in last second. Let me write that down. So really, we've
so
only
yeah, there's
got
5.
one,
There's
2,
5
3. Yeah,
on
that's 5. Hey, people's lost for not tuning in. There we go. Yeah, and then Roger says I knew Josh would say that once he's seen me. That's funny.
I got plenty of Allgairs nowadays.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go. Let me know what y'all see because I can't see what I'm looking at. Let me go back now. We don't want to see you guys. Can y'all see this when I do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna Josh or Octane, give me a random number between 1 and 12. And that's how many times I'll randomize it.
4.
All right, 4. It's gonna do that one thing where I have to do it. I think that's one time right there, but we'll see.
I'm glad he gave parameters because I was going to say like 360 or something crazy.
Oh yeah, we would be here the next year. All right, there's 2 times right there. We're doing 4. Y'all can see that hopefully. 3, and here we go for the giveaway. He's gonna win it. And 4. Oh my God, Randy's coming in again. Won the die cast, and then he won the giveaway here. So congrats, Randy, on that. Better luck next time to you guys whenever I want to do another giveaway. I do want to let you guys know we're going to have another die-cast deal coming really soon. It's going to be a heck of a little deal. So y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to do 2 this time for only $10 a spot. Not going to tell you the names, but they're pretty decent, I think. And it'll be less spots, so you'll have a better chance at winning. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, we lost the feed because I hit the wrong button there, Raj. Roger's got to be on delay. Refresh there, Mr. Riggs. Refresh. All right. So going into the Cup Series now, I think we're done with Xfinity. I don't think there's really too much more to be talked about. What do y'all got anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. So Cup Series. We had Joey. He took stage 1. Ross Chastain took stage 2. And then obviously Joey was the winner. Joey also, I'm saying Joey tons of times, he was a pole winner. So Joey just about took the whole race there. Let's see. Obviously got a note, Larson spinning. I want to ask you guys, I noticed Clint said something about the car going backwards. I wasn't aware of that. What's the whole deal there? It seems like when they roll backwards, it messes the transmission or the engine up.
No, it messed up. I think it messes up the timing on the engine because it's going forward really fast, and then all of a sudden it's
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're flipping all the camshaft and crankshaft and everything spinning the other way.
Makes sense. Okay.
And that's why I think a lot of these guys lock it down, but they don't want to get these flats right now. And that's even what Larson said was, hey, I didn't want to get flats and be stuck out there. But he also said their data said that didn't cause the issue, which it's hard to believe.
I didn't think it did because from what I was, hearing him. By the way, shout out to Larson. I love the new hat he was wearing. I still haven't saw it come up though. I wonder if that's just a team issued hat. I'd love to have that one too. And I don't know if they even made hero cards for him, but I sure would love to have that new one. And I did see the pre-order on the diecast there, Octane, the 88. I finally saw that last night. So it's calling my name. I will say that, but not for $100 that Kyle Larson has it on his, I think it's his official website thing. I'm not paying $100 for no standard car. I mean, that's ridiculous, but they always do that. And that's not even autographed. I think the autographed version was like 160. So they can stick that. I'll get it signed myself. But back to it. We had a huge wreck Had the 19, the 23, the 45, the 43, and the 41. That was insane. I think that was our big one for the race there. The whole organization. How'd you like to be in that team meeting with Denny?
2311. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Martin Truex was kind of the starting source of that, but oh well. My heart fell to my stomach when he crashed, but it is what it is. Then Brad spinning. We had a ton of cars. I was trying to find it. Did y'all have a list of people that did not finish that race? I was going to see if I could find that.
I think I got
My God, there was a list though.
They said there was 13 drivers that did not finish.
Yeah. We
yeah,
had
so I think it's we got here's everyone in accidents, but I think Truex kept going. Eric Jones keep going?
I
not
can't
sure.
remember.
All right here we had it's all accidents, breaks. BJ McLeod, Kyle Busch was accident. Yeah, there was
Keselowski had an accident.
Yeah. Custer. Let's see. Yeah, how about we gotta get off topic. Cody Ware finishing
19th.
Yeah, you can tell half the field wrecked out, I guess. I'm just being nice. I'm trying to be nice, but you know.
And on the lead lap.
Yeah. Landon Castle there in the 77.
Shoot, even JJ Yaley had an issue. He had slapped the wall early and he finished 23rd. Running.
Yep, see that right here.
Look at that. Two Ware cars in the top 25.
Hey, I bet you they had a big party shindig today. Justin Haley, though, was very, very notable in third with that colleague. Was you guys surprised with that?
Yeah.
That was pretty decent, I think, for
especially
him.
Not being on a super speedway.
Right. It's a good run for them. Byron wound up 13th with the issue after him in Logano.
Michael McDowell 7th.
Yeah. I want to ask you guys, how about the same issue with Alex Bowman and BJ? They both had that. Was that a brake issue or what?
I think they're saying the rubber buildup was really bad that race.
Okay. Because that was like the same exact spot, same area, everything.
Well, people kept complaining about vibrations, and they're saying it's the rubber buildup causing it.
Right. I don't know the final count for Darlington Stripes either.
The last I saw was like 34 or something.
I was going to say, I thought the last time I seen it was, say, like 39 maybe. It was up there.
I just saw on Facebook Kyle Busch is making an 85-year-old's wish come true to see him race in person. That's cool.
Yeah, he that is a cool story, but then he goes and acts like a little baby on Sunday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was it. I don't know. He could have
went in there. No, the issue was he's trying to prove a point that the last time he went through there, he got freaking fined $50,000, but he was driving through like a maniac. So this time he's like,
cones.
Yeah, and people were all in the way. So this time he's proving a point. I'm gonna park it right at the entrance and get out. But you know,
I gotta say it, and y'all gotta admit it. As much as we talk like this, it's all awesome seeing Kyle Busch act that way because you need a little drama action. And then him just walking in and walking out. I was like, what is he going to do next? He's so unpredictable. Definitely very unpredictable. Speaking of them, I think Grayson showed this the other day. He wanted me to show you guys again. The lady at the KBM gave him another one of these. Shout out to her. He said he wanted y'all to see that. So I'm not forgetting to show it. So there it is. And then she also gave him that. That's the brand new hero card. I don't know if anybody has saw that. And Brexton signed it. He's like, wait a minute. I thought it was already signed when he saw it. Because you see how it is. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to them. They actually invited my son. It's not going to happen because we're going to be gone. Pretty cool. My son can say that he got an invite to the party next week, to Braxton's birthday party at a very known location. We all know where that's at, but that's pretty.
when I came down. That's been
I
a
will
year
say,
already. Holy crap.
right. That's pretty cool though, getting an invite. I will say that. So, and that was right from the horse's mouth. So shout out to them. And I like what Roger says. I was getting to that. It was very cool seeing the king in the booth. Shout out to Petty, got the shirt repping it. Can't wait to see him later at the end of the month. What did you guys think overall with the commentators there? The king, I mean, he has a weaker voice now. He's not like he
Yeah,
used to be.
I thought Bobby was the best.
Yeah, my cousin was watching with us. Of course, he was an Elliott fan. He thought he done the best. But
Elliot's tough to understand sometimes.
that Southern twang. And so you say mine is bad. His is even worse. But it was good to see Bill, Bobby, and obviously Richard in the booth. Great throwback. I love the attire that Mike Joy had on, and hearing his story where he had been loaned that from the Wood Brothers. I know Randy, if he's still here, he probably enjoyed that too. Yeah, 1 year since I busted my rump at juniors. Hey, where's the anniversary party? Hey, I heard at Junior Motorsports this year that Roger's going to get on stage and do the Weeble Wobbles. Is that what's going to happen for the 1 year anniversary? Or tell his story about falling at juniors. That's actually coming up too. In 2 weeks, they'll have their little deal. And then Larson and them's got theirs. I think that's it other than Petty Fest on the 28th. So pretty excited. I'm definitely going to the Petty Fest one. I don't know about the other ones as of yet, but
the hits keep coming with Sharon Speedway.
Oh, what's that?
Oh,
What's
yeah, I
now?
heard about that.
Chase Elliott.
SRX.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go camping. So, man, you're getting gut punched on that deal. And then I thought you was going to go to one of the outlaw events, though, like you did last time. Or no?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try because they come during the week. Out here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna try and hopefully try catching one where Larson's there.
Right.
Because I got a lot of stuff I need to catch up with.
Right. Right.
I'll just tell him I'm the guy with the. Right? I'm the guy. No, I didn't. I'm the guy with the book's friend.
Oh boy, what a reputation! I think we're at the point though he's cool with it. I mean, I saw it. I was nervous going back, I guess, because it had been a while. The pandemic was over, and but I'm kind of over that hump. So, Nick says, being from Arkansas, sometimes when I hear a real Southerner's voice, I think, do we really sound like that? Yeah, I don't sound as bad as Bill Elliott, I don't think. Yeah, the David Pearson car, when they showed it, looked cool. Did you guys have a favorite? That's what I was wanting to get to. Favorite throwback from the Cup Series?
I'm gonna just say my favorite was the Ross Chastain, but I think the best looking one and the closest, most realistic one was Alex Bowman with the Mark Martin.
Yeah, they tried to mock his suit up too. I saw that once he got out. That was a little tough, obviously, with the Ally stuff and the way they striped it. But yeah, that one looked good. I'm with you on Chastain. I liked Suarez, obviously his teammate, but you know, you got a double number. The 3 was a single number. But I do know, I found out, I thought that Teresa was the issue with the 1, but Bob Pockrass tweeted that it wasn't. So I wonder.
Yeah, because even Justin Marks said, as much as I don't like that woman and I'd love to blame this on her, it wasn't her that caused the problem.
Right. Well, speaking of them, how about the bummer that they couldn't bring the 33?
What horse crap? Like, couldn't they just do it and not air it?
No. It's part of the master settlement agreement back in '98. If you go through all the deep pages, that it explains to you what advertising is allowed at sporting events, and that's
Yeah,
just
but
part of
okay,
it.
let's go advertise Twisted Tea, Coors Light, all this bull crap like that. People got to go home. They got to drive home. I would much rather be holding a cigarette in my hand than a Bud Light or getting drunk.
What's
It's so
crazy is F1 McLaren sponsored by Views, which is a
vape thing, right?
vape. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
this.
Right. I don't know. It's just,
I don't know.
And the Ferraris had Mission Winnow for so long,
Yeah.
which was that Marlboro charity.
Well, it's the same thing though. You think about it. You don't see cigarette commercials either. I'm just on national across the board, but they can do the beer commercial. So,
well, they haven't had a
know.
cigarette. Well, they haven't had a cigarette commercial since 1971, and that's how Winston got into invented that commercial rule. So,
right. I don't know. Some things it doesn't make sense to me, but I think y'all say the same thing. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but it's a bummer.
People are gonna do what they want to do, man. It's
right. Right. And Randy Holland says, why not SRX at Dirt Track in Charlotte? That's probably, I would say, could happen. Maybe in next year or a season after. I don't know. I know I'm getting excited for the North Wilkesboro stuff. I talked about that the other week. I've been hearing more and more rumors of different people that could be going there. I asked a couple guys, do they think they would run it? And they said they would. I know, didn't they say Bobby Labonte? Didn't they ask him about it? He said something about bringing something up there, I think, during the broadcast and all. I definitely plan on at least going to one asphalt and one dirt for that because I'd love to see it. I've never been to North Wilkesboro other than driving past it. I drove up to the gate. Of course, you couldn't get in, but that was I was too young when they left from there. So definitely.
About how long of a drive? About how long of a drive is that for you from where you're at to Wilkesboro? A couple hours?
About an hour and a half, I'm gonna guess. We'll actually find out. I'll look it up. I got the phone pulled up here.
He's close to everything out there.
Let's see, 70 miles. So it says, hey, an hour and a half. How about that? Right on the button. 87 miles. This other way is 70. So there's a shorter route and then the longer route. But give or take, it says an hour and 30 to an hour and 46. So definitely want to do that. We've got the SRX race coming up next month. I know me and Roger's going to go to that, so that should be exciting. Got a NASCAR show I'm going to be going to. I'll give you guys an update about that this Sunday. It's like a NASCAR convention show, kind of like a trade show, not for parts or anything, but it's like hero cards, die-cast cards, etc. Pretty excited about that. It's in a town right outside of Hickory, so you don't get much love from the NASCAR stuff. So I'm pretty excited to see what'll be there. Roger says, did you guys hear that they're going to run North Wilkesboro this year? Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Yeah,
hey, guys, Roger's a couple years behind, apparently.
I think he's a decade or two behind. We'll give him slack. We'll give him slack. I was just on to him last week about all that. That's funny there. Perfect timing. But I think that's all I really had. Well, other than what y'all's take, I guess, on Joey taking out Byron. Was it justified? Was it out of line?
I'll be honest. I think Logano wasn't trying to hit him that hard. I think he was just trying to do a little bump and run. But Byron was so loose that I think Logano just closed up on him so fast. But with that being said, I think Logano could have cleanly passed him, but I don't think he was messing around. He wanted to win.
It would be interesting to see the telemetry data, how much Byron backed off into that corner that time versus the past.
He did back off. He did.
And he was loose. His rear end was all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've been saying it. I mean, I'm not a Byron fan. I mean, by no means. He's cool, but why shouldn't I say that was my favorite scheme? The Byron one. I wonder why. Kind of backed off of that train a little bit as of late. But
Well, with that being said, I don't think Logano did anything wrong.
no. What was the comment though? That's what I was saying.
I mean, he didn't flat out dump him.
Yeah, he's saying he got into him.
I think
Where
he was
was
just
the
trying to
footage for
bump
that?
and. I think he was just trying to bump and run, hit him a little harder than he thought, and that was that.
But
Alright.
if you watch Byron come off the wall, he tried to hook Logano.
Oh yeah,
did
he
do that.
tried hooking
He
him
was
left
trying.
really hard. Oh yeah,
He was trying real hard.
Yeah, he tried hard. All right, so next question. Well, Nick's got something here. He says, I live within an hour from Mark Martin's hometown. That's cool. I wish that guy would start TTMing again. I wish I would have lit him up more than I did. I only sent twice and then lucked out. But going from that, is there retaliation or is this the end?
no, that's not the end.
It's not the end. What y'all's taking, Chad? I gotta hear that. I mean, I don't think it's the end either. Obviously, we know.
I think it'll cool off for a while, and then Byron.
Yeah,
will,
but could it be 2.0 version Matt Kenseth? Let's say Joey's got the chance at the championship, and Byron's there and can't cash his ticket because he's out. Does he get him back?
Those circumstances are a little different though, because when Joey crashed Kenseth, it knocked him out of the playoffs. He didn't advance the next round, and then
Byron's already in.
Kenseth did the same thing to him.
But I think the difference between Kenseth, when Kenseth got spun out of the lead by Logano, they were battling for the lead. When Kenseth took Logano out, Kenseth was several laps down. I think that was the big difference.
Oh, and he held back. And he had no hood, and yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, I gotta say it. I've said it before. It was so awesome seeing that in person. My God, and hearing the crowd, like you know how loud Martinsville is. You got whether was it 43, 38, 40, whatever it was at the time running. It was insane. Like it was deafening. You could not hear the cars running for the people screaming. So kind of felt like you was at Bowman Gray, so to speak. Randy says he loves seeing the Gordon disappointed. Yeah, I can't agree with. I mean that was pretty good seeing that. I'll agree. To his Ford dealership, he won't sign it because I think that's where the one of the addresses were. Isn't that where the museum is at that Ford dealership? I want to say.
I think so.
Yeah, he denies them. It all gets forwarded back, returned to sender. So that's a waste of time there, Nick. I wouldn't try it unless you got something you really want to try it with. So we forgot to look at the standings for the Xfinity. I'll go back and read some of this. Allmendinger's in first. Gragson in second, Ty Gibbs third, Justin Allgaier fourth, Josh Berry fifth, Brandon Jones sixth, Sam Mayer seventh, Riley Herbst eighth, Ryan Sieg is in ninth. Again, another solid run for those guys. They just continuously. Where did they wind up this week though? I don't remember them being up.
11th.
They were just outside of the top 10.
Still though, definitely a powerhouse team this year. Great to see them. Continuing to do well. Austin Hill in 10th, Landon Castle in 11th. Let's see, Daniel Hemrick in 12th, Alfredo 13th, Jeb Burton 14th, and I'm just going to stop right here at Sheldon Creed in 15th. So
I kind of think that the 12 that are in your top 12 right now are going to be the 12 that make the playoffs, unless somebody in that 13 through 20 wins a race.
Yeah, there's a let's see, the gap between Hemrick and Alfredo. Hemrick has 286. Alfredo's got 264. Then there's a huge drastic drop of 40 points between Alfredo and Burton with 264 to 224. So you're probably right there. I mean, you know, those guys are pretty consistent up front. That's in that top 12, no doubt, unless they get a win and then bump their way in. So we'll see how that plays out. And let's go right into it. Also, Jamie Mack's supposed to be in the booth at Kansas. What y'all's take on that?
That should be interesting. He's not bad.
No. But we'll see how he does. Going into the Cup, and then we'll get to our picks. We're at 8 o'clock. So We'll get right into that in just a second. Chase Elliott first, William Byron second, Ryan Blaney third, Logano fourth, Ross Chastain fifth, Kyle Busch sixth, Martin Truex Jr. seventh, Alex Bowman eighth, Larson in ninth with his fourth DNF this season. Think about the dominance last year and then see how he's doing this year. That's terrible. Christopher Bell in 10th, Harvick in 11th, Amarola in 12th, Briscoe 13th, Austin Dillon 14th, Tyler Reddick 15th, and then you got Jones not too far off, a couple points back in 16th. So
God, he's been so close.
Well, here's the thing with looking at that. Here's the thing looking at that top 16 is Austin Dillon actually has the last spot because Cindric and Hamlin aren't in the top 16 in points.
Yeah, Hamlin's back in 22nd, and Cindric
he's like 18th.
Yep, 18th. So, but they're locked in, correct? Because it's like what 25th,
30th,
yeah, 30th. Okay, all right. So, yeah. So that's the points for this week on that. I did want to say this before I forget. I do want to thank everyone that reached out to me. I posted that video about the storm. It just randomly popped into my head. Thanks everybody that reached out and asked how we were. We're fine. We only had hail from that. It was quarter size hail, but it's crazy. Literally 5 miles from me is 5 to 10 miles is where really it picks up. We went out and looked at that. Man, those people, I feel bad for them. There was a trampoline on top of this huge oak tree that looked to be at least 100 years old. It was in the top of the tree, so just laying there. But hopefully all those people get over everything, and we'll be thinking about them. And again, thanks everybody who asked about us. Has anybody said anything else before we get into our point system? And we'll get right into that, and then we'll get our picks for this week. We'll do points first. Obviously, I had the 2 wins, and then I finished last on the last race, which is a Cup. So I gained 13 points this week. Octane came out with 6 points. He done 2, 2, 2, and then Josh came out with 5. He had 1, 1, and 3. So the new updated points, I've got 78, and Octane is in second with 53, and Josh is there in 52 there in third. So there's a 26 and 25 point deficit that's got to be made up. So if I continue, I will admit I'm thinking, Josh, you may be right. Y'all got to start winning for sure at this point.
We just started winning like 4 weeks ago, dude.
I mean, it's not over because, I mean, I could look if I would have went for 3 for 3. That's 18.
Listen, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying not to jinx yourself at this point.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I say it every week. I'm trying to be logical about it because if I would have went 3 for 3, that's 18 points. And if I would have took 3 points, like just say 1, 1, 1, and you took 18, there's the deficit. So it's not
what Danny's trying to say is mathematically Cody Ware still has a shot at the title this year.
Hmm?
Yeah, maybe. I like the comparison, I guess. But I mean, anyways, going back, let's see where we're at because I got this paper's got to get scrapped, I think, after this week. I won on the trucks, won on the Xfinity, and Josh won on the Cup side of things. I'm looking here. Looks like Octane will go second, Josh will go first, and I'll go last in the trucks. The Xfinity has an off week. We'll be back with them on the 21st at Texas, which is in 2 weeks. No, a week. Sorry about that. Not this week, but the next week. And in that deal, we will have me going last. I'm trying to read over this. Josh going first and Octane going second. And then on the Cup side of things for tonight's picks, Josh will go last, Octane second, and me first. So, Octane, you got that second position. That's where I always like to have my little pick at. So, we'll see. But anyways, I guess we'll go right into it. Josh, going into Kansas, who do you got?
Christian Eckes.
All right, Christian Eckes. I think I'm gonna try my luck at him when we get there. But Octane, who do you got?
Let's go with Chandler Smith.
Chandler Smith. All right.
And you're going to take Crafton.
No.
No?
No. I'm actually gonna go with Nemechek again.
So I took Eckes because he's been in the top 5 in like the last 4 races there. 2 times in the 18 truck and 2 times in the 98 truck.
Yeah, I want to say the reason why I took Nemechek, he's been pretty consistent there.
It was between Eckes and Crafton won in 2020, I think.
I wish I could pull up last year's.
A lot of the winners, they don't race in the series anymore from the past years. They're like,
yeah.
Kyle Busch won last year.
And we haven't seen the thing, so excuse me, we don't know if any Cup Series guys are going to be in it.
None.
No.
The only Riley Herbst is driving the 17 truck because Xfinity's off.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the only notable. And there, Corey Himes racing the 51. That's nothing special this week.
Right. I was trying to see. I can't find it. I don't have the option. I don't know. I forgot the reason why I picked Nemechek, but it seemed like he was pretty consistent there. I don't know. His name just stood out, so I picked it. He
was in top 5 last year, I think.
Right. So Roger went with Zane Smith, and then he had Harvick. He's already picking Harvick. He's just saying Harvick every week. What, until he wins, Raj? Oh, man. And don't forget, guys, coming up at week 18, we'll start the deal where you guys can pick your choice, so it pays to be here, and we'll figure out all that going in as it gets a little closer. All right, looks like I got first dibs on the Cup side of things going into Kansas, and I've got 5 names written down, and they're really all good ones, but I don't know what I want to go with. Let's see. I should have done already decided, but it seems like I do this every week, and I just visualize the best pick that I can get. I'm going to try him again. I don't know why I'm picking.
Aren't you?
No.
Always. Oh.
No, not Byron. I'm going to try Truex one more week. I got faith. I mean, he looked really strong this week at Darlington. I mean, he's looked strong before. He just hasn't pulled it off. I mean, so I'll give Truex another go at it and see what happens. All right, Octane, you've got a second pick.
I was leaning towards Kyle Busch because I think that the Toyotas are getting ready to make a turnaround, but I don't think it's going to be this soon. So I'm going to go with Alex Bowman. I think that they've got a 1.5 mile program right now. This is going to be the first 1.5 mile track, I think, outside of Atlanta with this Vegas. So Bowman won at Vegas, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think that the 48 team's got something for him on the 1.5 miles. Because I don't consider Atlanta a 1.5 mile with the Speedway deal, with the Speedway package. So.
Right. All right, Josh, you got the last pick here. What's your
man? You guys let me keep my 2 picks. I was hoping you guys would pick one of them.
Hey.
It's between Kyle and Kyle. Larson's just been down on his luck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Busch. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. Okay.
Yeah. I think he's just going to be so teed off that he's going to drive the wheels off that thing, and you're not going to want to be in his way this week, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I I don't know if we can make a rule on this, but what if it doesn't race because of this baby? Can I have
Then-
like a backup pick?
Mm.
I mean, the circumstances are a little.
Well, wouldn't you just take Trevor Bain at that point? Hey, perfect move to slide that right in.
That's some BS, man.
I mean, I guess let's do it. Why not? I'll be courteous. If
All right,
Octane agrees, I'll be courteous.
Yeah.
If Kyle Busch doesn't race, I'd like it to be Larson.
All right. So we'll put in a little star here. Larson. But
I mean,
if he
I would,
does-
if any of you guys needed to do that, I would have agreed to it.
Yeah.
so.
No, you got to have Trevor Bain at your seat.
Well, when I played DraftKings, that's what they said.
Oh, really? You got what? You got to have Bain.
They said if the driver you pick this week is replaced or isn't racing, your pick's Trevor Bain.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I seen that at the top on my DraftKings as well.
Yeah,
so
and then I had to Google. I'm like, why the heck is Kyle Busch might not race?
Right. Yep, that's why. So it didn't happen this week. It probably will. Maybe
Well-
this week. I don't know.
Yeah, if it happens during the week, I think you'd still be able to race.
Yeah. Oh, and before I go, I've got to let you guys know. And I want to let the viewers know. I'm going to be most respectful because it is my wife and it is our time away. We're taking a vacation. She asked me kindly if I could not bring anything along like this. I'm actually going to be dropping my videos off. Like, I'm not going to be filming while I'm gone and everything. So out of respect to her and my family, you guys are going to have to take care of next week. Now, I could probably be in chat or something, but I'm just going to respect her and refrain from the show next week. But I will be back the following week for the 600. So, no, that'll be Texas, right? No, what is it? I'm getting crossed up.
this week's Kansas.
This week's
the follow-
Kansas, so I will be back
Following week's
the
Texas.
following week for Texas. Yes. So, but I mean, I'll still be in chat, I guess, hanging out and chit chatting, but I'm definitely going to miss it, but I'll be back. No doubt. So, just want to let everybody know and let you two know we'll get all that squared away and everything. It's not going to be too hard. All you would have to do, Josh, I guess you could take it and log in and create a thing for you too, but I'll be in chat, so I won't be too far. But hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I did, and I guess they'll be back next week recapping this week's races and talking about Texas the following week. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight, and don't forget this Thursday 6:30, and we'll start the break at 7. So excited for that. Hopefully we'll pull some awesome pulls, and until then, I'm Danny and Grays with
Cleveland.
And high octane.
and we'll see you guys later. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
See ya.
peace.